Macmillan Audio presents A Song Below Water by Bethany C. Morrow. Read by Jennifer Haralson and Andrea Laing.
To Jennifer, my Effie. 1. Tavia. It feels redundant to be at the pool on a rainy Saturday, even though it's spring and even though it's Portland, but maybe I'm just more of a California snob than I want to be. Back home, I went to the beach on more than one cloudy day. I'd stand on the cold sand, burrowing my toes beneath the surface as though there'd be some warmth there, and I'd listen. Just like I'm doing now. I always close my eyes, and today's no exception. It's never made a difference, but it's part of the ritual. And I guess it must mean something that I did it even before I knew there was a way for living sirens to listen for their dead. It was one of the first things I learned when I finally found the network, so despite my lack of results thus far, I close my eyes now too. The problem is, I don't know exactly what I'm listening for. The story goes that sirens originated by the water, that once we used our calls to damn seamen, and that when we die, our voices return to the sea. If the mythos is to be believed, and as far as any non-magic people are concerned, most of it isn't, I should be able to hear my grandmother here. Hear Portland, not hear Southwest Community Center, specifically. I mean, I'm at an indoor pool with all of its colorfully elaborate water features that nobody is enjoying because my play sister is the only person doing laps. Even if sirens' voices really do return to the water, they probably don't go to chlorinated bodies of it. The problem with the mythos is that it varies too much for any one interpretation to be believed. Do sirens' voices return to the body of water near where they were born, or close to where they died? Do sprites have a physical body, or are they just too quick to see? Or are their forms entirely ethereal? Do locos have to be self-obsessed phonies, or have I just been lucky to know that exact type? Who knows? I guess it depends on what movie or song or TV show shaped which decade. It doesn't really matter when what the world believes about you isn't a matter of life or death. And it isn't. Unless you're a siren. Anyway, I have another problem. I wouldn't know Grandma's voice if I heard it. We lived in neighboring states my whole life, she in Oregon and me in Cali, but we never met. If what the network taught me about how a siren listens for her ancestors ever worked, I still wouldn't know when I'd found her. I've got no lullabies. No loving nicknames, and 0 turns of phrase to confirm her identity. Just my hope that like recognizes like. The community center receptionist did me a solid and let me accompany my sister, Effie, free of charge since we're here for Effie's conditioning. And I never get in the water. I always hang way back so the girl doesn't think I'm trying to sneak a swim, so when I find I've gotten close to the pool's edge, I pin my arms behind my back. No one dives with their hands behind them. And take a break to watch Effie for a while. Beneath the water, she's got her feet hooked together, one leg behind the other so tight that not even the water can get between them. This is how she swims when she wants to go fast, when she's done her breathing exercises and her underwater twirls and arches and hypnotizing glide. She doesn't look like a mermaid now. For one, she's abandoned the dramatic dolphin kick that her audience so loves. Right now, she looks like something sleeker, something that cuts the water instead of dancing in it. To clarify, Effie's not a real mermaid, she just plays one on TV. By which, of course, I mean at the Renaissance fairs. Obviously, play sister means we're not actually related by blood either, but real doesn't apply to family. With her tail on, and with the way she swims, and if you ignore basically everything known about mermaids, it isn't hard to believe she's legit. Every time I see her slip into character, I believe. And I wish I were something else. Anything else. A wave of chlorine rushes me, and the smell is so intensely antiseptic that for a moment I'm back in the sterile hallway of a hospital I haven't seen since my parents finally got me the hell out of Santa Cruz. I must have closed my eyes again because when the shock of that memory recedes, Effie's almost out of the water and her sopping wet twists cascade over her shoulders to hide her face while she reaches for her towel. She keeps it on a plastic chair so close she can be covered before anyone gets a good look at her skin, which never looks as parched as she thinks.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?